Hey folks, Zach Osterman here, IU Insider, Indianapolis Star, Mike Niziolek, Video Dodger, Indiana 27, Miami 21, Indiana is the national champion. Mike, I'm retiring tonight. This is the first time I've ever picked the final score correctly, and I think I need to go out on top.
Does it make up for your horribly wrong decision in the Rose Bowl?
You picked Alabama in the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Really quick, obviously we'll have a lot more at Indy Star and at Herald Times Online. Miami wanted this to be a physical game. Miami won that battle at times. Indiana won it more, particularly with those two drives in the fourth quarter that really kind of punched this game away. They earned it, basically, tonight.
Well, Pat Coogan was kind of covered with his own blood. He was joking that was a little tiny cut, but it made it look worse. But he said it was the most physical game of his entire career, and that man has been through a lot. And so I think that speaks to what transpired. But Indiana came out on top. It was on the defense's shoulders. They made one more play.
I think it felt like all the things we talked about all year. Fernando Mendoza, those long drives, the offensive line playmakers, and then the defense showing up. In a way, it's fitting that it's the Miami native none of us talked about this week.
Yes.
We talked about Pons, we talked about the Mendozas. Nobody talked about Jamari Sharp.
He said, I guess they know now because they didn't recruit him at all coming out of high school. And so he gets to punctuate this. It was a pretty incredible moment that he gets the pick, and you were kind of saying on the sideline they need a negative play here, whatever it was, sack, tackle for loss, something to disrupt their rhythm because they got across midfield fast, and then the interception. But I mean, that's what we've seen all season from this defense, so not surprising.
No, and listen, I thought Miami played about as well as Miami could play. They did so many of the things.
It felt like there were times the game was about to get away from them, and the defense responded.
They found the plays on the ground. They were great on that line, on the defensive line. Carson Beck, until the very end, did, I think, everything you could have asked him to. Indiana just made one more play, and I think it reinforces just the idea this was the best team in the country all year.
Well, I think one thing we should mention real quick, the special teams unit doesn't get as much credit. Obviously, you have a Heisman winner on one side, the best defense in the country on the other side. That special teams unit was the best in the country this season. They play after play, 2 block kicks each of the last 2 weeks for a touchdown tonight. I mean, you couldn't, in timely moments as well all season. The Illinois game, that's where this thing started basically, and they come through again.
Can I drop the line on you? In my quick gamer, I said that Mike Shanahan and Bryant Haynes got all the praises and all the raises, but Grant Kane deserves one too on special teams.
Well, I think they're all getting raises.
Yes, they're all. I think everyone's getting a raise.
I do not think that there's any going to be drama about that. That's
Indiana 27, Miami 21. Indiana completes the first 16-0 season in modern college football history. We'll have a lot more. Again, Herald Times Online, Indy Star. We're headed to the locker rooms. Thank you so much for watching, for joining us. We'll talk to you again soon.